One bright morning, Arlo was trotting through the grass when something tiny caught his eye. Nestled between two blades was a little brown seed, no bigger than a raindrop. Arlo picked it up carefully and stared at it as if it might reveal a secret.
How can something this small become anything big? What is it? And what will it turn into right now?
The seed gave no answer. Just then, Luna came over and peered into Arlo's paw.
That looks like a mystery worth solving.
Do you know what it is?
Not just by looking, but if we plant it, grow it, and watch closely, the seed can show us.
Arlo's ears perked up. Suddenly, this was not just a question. It was an adventure.
Then let's do it. We'll help it grow and find out what it wants to become.
They chose a sunny spot and filled a pot with soft, dark soil. Luna made the plan simple.
A seed needs soil, water, sunlight, and time. Soil holds it steady. Water helps wake it up. Sunlight matters when the plant grows above the soil. And time is what lets all the changes happen.
Soil, water, sunlight, and time. That sounds like the start of an expedition.
Arlo tucked the seed into its new home, covered it gently, and set a little marker beside the pot so they could check on it every day.
Tomorrow, I bet we'll see a giant plant.
But the next day, the pot looked exactly the same, and the day after that, it still looked like plain soil. Arlo squinted, leaned in close, and frowned.
Maybe the seed isn't working.
It is working. The first changes happen underground where we can't see them yet.
Underground?
When water reaches the seed coat softens. Then the seed begins to wake up. The first part to come out is usually the root. It grows downward to anchor the plant and help it take in water.
So the first step is down, not up.
Exactly. Growing strong starts with getting settled.
Arlo still felt wiggly with impatience, but he kept checking. Then one morning, he stopped and gasped. A tiny green sprout had pushed through the soil at last.
Luna, look, it's here.
That little sprout is the beginning of a seedling. Now the plant is growing upward toward sunlight.
Arlo nearly tipped in a huge splash of water from excitement alone, but Luna gently steadied the watering can.
Easy. A seedling is small and fragile. Too much water can be a problem, too. We help best by being gentle and steady.
So helping doesn't mean doing the most. It means doing what the plant needs.
Day by day, they watched for clues. Soon, 2 tiny leaves unfolded from the seedling. Arlo leaned close, not to rush it now, but to notice it.
Those first leaves help the plant capture sunlight and make food. Every new part has a job.
This mystery keeps getting better. I thought I wanted the answer right away, but I like discovering it piece by piece.
From that day on, Arlo and Luna turned each visit into a little observation game. They tied a ribbon around a craft stick, made tiny marks to measure height, and looked for one new clue every time they checked the pot.
Today the stem is taller. Yesterday it was here, and now it's all the way up here.
That is how careful watching works. Small changes can be hard to notice in a single moment, but over many days they tell a big story.
Arlo began to love the pattern of it. One day the stem looked a little straighter, another day there was a new leaf. Then the green deepened, and the seedling held itself more firmly toward the light.
It's like the plant is leaving us tiny notes.
Exactly. Every stage gives us information.
Instead of asking for the final answer every morning, Arlo started asking better questions. What changed? What stayed the same? What might happen next?
I think being a plant detective is more fun than guessing.
But growing is not always smooth. One afternoon, after a stretch of hot sun, Arlo hurried to the pot and stopped short. The little plant was drooping. Its leaves looked tired, and the soil felt dry.
Oh no, Luna, look at it. It looks sad. Did we fail?
We have not failed. We just learned something important. Living things can have hard days, and caring for them means paying attention and adjusting.
But what if it never stands up again? What if we never find out what the seed becomes?
Luna pressed a paw gently into the soil and looked at the leaves, thinking carefully before she answered.
The plant may be thirsty from the heat. Let's give it the right amount of water, move it where it can still get light without too much harsh sun, and then give it time to recover.
So the answer is not to panic.
Right. The answer is to notice, respond, and be patient again.
Together they watered the plant gently and made a new routine. They checked the soil before watering. They watched the weather. They made sure the plant got sunlight, but not more than it could handle all at once. By the next day, the leaves were less droopy. A little later, the stem lifted higher. Then the whole plant seemed to gather itself and stand stronger than before.
It came back.
It did. Growth can pause, bend, or struggle, but that does not mean it is over.
I think I understand. Helping something grow is not about making it hurry. It is about showing up again and again.
The days kept passing, and their chart filled with marks and notes. Taller stem, more leaves, stronger posture. Arlo no longer raced ahead of the plant in his imagination. He walked beside it instead, curious at every stage. Then one morning, Arlo leaned in close and noticed something different near the top of the stem. They were not leaves. They were small, tight shapes tucked carefully against the plant.
Luna, these are new. They look like little secret packages.
Those are buds. It means the plant is entering another stage.
So we're getting closer to the answer.
Closer than ever. But the best part is this. We did not just wait for the mystery to solve itself. We helped the plant grow all the way to this moment.
Arlo smiled at the tiny buds and felt a new kind of excitement, quieter than before, but deeper. Now he knew that the biggest discoveries did not appear all at once. They opened when the time was right. A few mornings later, the buds finally opened. Soft flowers unfolded from the plant, and Arlo gasped with joy.
The mystery seed became a flower.
Yes, and now we can see much more clearly what kind of plant it is. But the flower is not the end of the story.
There's more to the cycle.
There is. After flowering, plants can be pollinated and begin making new seeds. One seed grows into a plant, and that plant can make seeds of its own.
Arlo looked at the petals, then down at the soil, remembering every step. Seed, germination, sprout, seedling, growing plant, buds, flower.
So it was changing the whole time, one stage after another.
Exactly. And you changed too. You learned how to watch, help, and wait.
Arlo smiled and gently touched the pot.
Then, when this plant makes new seeds, let's plant one. Now, I don't just wonder what a seed is. I wonder what it can become.
And with that, the mystery became a new beginning.